Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the channel. First time showing my face. If you don't know me already, my name is Nathan Burrow, and I talk basketball about the Golden State Warriors specifically. In this video, we're going to be talking about ways that the Warriors could make trades to really make them a championship contender. Truly. After starting the season 12-3, the Warriors are 2-7 in their last 9 games and are really they're just falling down and down and down. You know, just 2 weeks ago, the Warriors were the 1 seed in the West, and the vibes were great. And then we had the huge 5-game losing streak, and then you want to subtract that. We're 2-2 since, but really should be 3-1. Game against Houston, you should win. And a key area is that second unit and not being able to score down the stretch. Those are the reasons the Warriors have not been able to be successful lately. And part of that is Steph Curry not be sitting corner in the fourth quarter, which I do not understand why he does that sometimes. You're the star player. You need to go get the ball and take advantage of the moment. It's your time. It's Houston. But instead, it's just coming and driving every time. And he couldn't capitalize because he still can't make a free throw to save his life. He went 2 for 6, and we lost by 1. That's the game right there. It's the Draymond turnovers. It's the Steph sitting in the corner. It's the Brandon Bajemski not knowing how to play basketball outside of 2 3-pointers and doing this. But I have something to show you guys. A tweet from BabyfaceGoat on Twitter. I'm going to put it right here so you guys can see. Close this out. It's not important. The Warriors are interested in these amount of players. Cam Johnson, Dennis Schroeder, which is obviously the one that they're most interested in. Dorian Finney-Smith, Nikola Vucevic, Jimmy Butler, Bruce Brown, Kelly Olynyk, and Kyle Kuzma. Probably not going to get Kyle Kuzma. That's just someone that we've been looking at. But the main 3 that we should be looking at is the 3 right here, and obviously Jimmy Butler. That is about the 2 trade deals that would most likely happen. If you watch my last video, you should watch it right now first. But I said that the trio of Cam Johnson, Dennis Schroeder, and Dorian Finney-Smith should be the #1 priority to get that deal done, and it would obviously most likely have to include a package around Kuminga and Pods. Please get Pods off my team. I've defended him too much, and I can't do it anymore because I defended him. Obviously, I actually defended him against the Laurie talks. I was like, oh no, we shouldn't trade him for Laurie because Pods has something. I can see it. Plus, the Jazz also wanted like 1,000 first-round picks, which we were never going to do. But that, and even into the season, I was like, all right, it's been like, 5 games. Let's calm down. Let's give him an opportunity. But now it's just like, okay, he's not playing. And now he's arguing with his own teammates. He's not playing defense. There was a couple plays against the Wolves in the Sunday game where the Warriors won. And even on that Friday game. But mainly Sunday, which we won still because of Steph Curry. Pods would leave his corner shooter wide open to try to take a charge. And then Mike Conley would hit a 3, or Jaden McDaniels, or somebody would hit a wide open shot. And we just can't have that. And he doesn't run the second unit. He dribbles around the ball until there's 14 on the shot clock, and then the possession's basically over. So the Warriors, they have to get this deal done. They have to figure out a way to change up the team, because I had this worry as well at the beginning of the season. Our depth is our curse right now, because right now you have Lindy Waters playing in the fourth quarter, getting 8-second violations. You have Brandon Bajemski turning the ball over, taking bad shots. I'm going to say this again. I think I said this in the last video. The starting lineup when everyone's healthy should be Steph Curry, Buddy Hield, Andrew Wiggins, Jonathan Kuminga, Draymond Green. And then if Draymond Green is willing to play it off the bench, you can have Kuminga and Looney and Dre as your 6th man, because they've talked about it. And if that's going to happen, it's going to happen. So clearly the Warriors have to do that. And I think they would do that once Wiggins is back. The reason I'm not panicking out of my mind is that the Warriors did not have Wiggins, but they did have him in Denver, and the same thing happened where the Warriors could not score in the clutch. They could not score in the final 2 minutes. And this right here fixes all of that, especially if you get a guy like Dennis Schroeder, who is a great point guard. He knows how to run the offense. And if we can somehow keep Kuminga, which ain't going to happen probably, unless you throw in Pods, Trace, Moody, Lindy Waters, and someone else, and picks. But you would probably have to throw in Kuminga in any deal to get all 3 players. If you're just going to get Dennis Schroeder, you probably throw in Pods, Trace, some others. I want Pods off my basketball team. I don't. There's no other way for me to say it. I want Podziemski off the team. And the reason why I want Pods off the team so badly is that he's terrible. And that's all I'm going to say about it. But this is exactly what the Warriors have to do to try to get their season back to what it was. Because if we're going to look at their schedule at the beginning of the year, right, you start off the season 2-0, dominating Portland and Utah, winning by 38-40. Then you lost to the Clippers, Steph was hurt, and then you're like, oh, wait, crap, let's see how this depth was. And the depth responded. They went on a 5-game win streak to go to 7-1. They took down Boston, right? You score in the clutch. You take down the Mavericks, you scored in the clutch. You take down the Thunder, you scored in the clutch. That's right there. That's the game. Because all these games that the Warriors are losing in is a close game. They've had opportunities to win every single game. If we look at their schedules in that 2-7, Spurs, you blew a 17-point lead. Nets, you blew an 18-point lead. Thunder, you blew a 3-point lead with 3 minutes to go, and you couldn't score for the rest of the game. The Suns, if we're going to be honest, that game didn't piss me off as much because we just weren't ready to play that game. But Steph still couldn't play at all because he was sitting on the bench with 6 minutes to go down 10. Then you have the Nuggets game, which you didn't score for the last 3 minutes, and they went on a 10-0 run. Then you finally beat the Rockets, right? Kuminga's 33. You're feeling, okay, finally. Then you get smacked in Minnesota, and the key difference was not scoring in 5 to 6 minute stretches. The Warriors would cut it to 3, and then the Wolves would go back up by 10, 11 points. Timeout Warriors, all the momentum's gone. Then you beat the Wolves. You change it up. Steph plays more minutes. Then you go to Houston. It's a gritty game, and we should have won that game. The refs made a terrible call, but the Warriors should not have even been in that position in the first place. And last video I said it was Steph. That was Steph Curry's fault. He should not have taken that shot. If he made it, night, we're going to Vegas. Instead, now we're 14-10. We're pissed off, and obviously Klay Thompson's coming to Chase Center on Sunday for a game that's on NBA TV, and the NBA is wondering why the ratings are down. I don't know how that game's not on TNT or something, but whatever. Yeah, I mean, that's all I can really say about it right now, because the Warriors are linked to a lot of trades. They're linked to all these players right here. They've also been linked to LeBron. They're trying to make trades. Whether they do it or not is a different question, because if you're anywhere around Twitter in the summer, all the Laurie talks every single day, it was like, oh, the Warriors are getting closer. The Warriors are the favorite to land them, The Warriors are in the front runners, they're in the driver's seat, but they never got it done. And that's what pissed me and obviously a lot of Warriors fans off, is that we never did it. Paul George, we didn't do it. Now, Paul George probably doesn't seem like that bad of an idea now, but Lauri Markkanen is playing great, and I would much rather have him over Byron Podziemski. Yeah. And if you saw my last video, I said that I would trade Brandon Podziemski for a bag of chips. I would. Brandon Podziemski just being on the court is bad. I don't give a crap about his plus-minus. No one cares, except Podsmees. But yeah, the plus-minus doesn't mean crap at all, because he plays terrible defense down the stretch. It doesn't matter. So, that's all I have for today's video. Golden State Warriors' main trade targets are these 3 players. And before I go, I want to say one more thing about Jimmy Butler. The reason the Warriors are probably not going to get Jimmy Butler in any trade is that it would have to include Andrew Wiggins. A report came out that the Heat want Andrew Wiggins for Jimmy Butler. And me personally, I'm not doing that deal, especially now that Wiggins is playing good basketball again. He's younger. And he just was the second best player in the finals 2-3 years ago. I'm not ready to just throw him away for a 35-year-old Jimmy Butler. And who knows who else we would have to include in a deal like that. So, takeaway from this video, Golden State Warriors need to make a trade to get back on track. They are able to do it, and it's just a matter of time until the Warriors pull the trigger. Thank you so much for watching. If you have not already, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Follow my Twitter, Warriors Talk, if you want. And there will be another video tomorrow. Same time as always. See you guys next time. Peace out.